TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Whoa, beware! Oh my goodness. Thankfully, I could read this. If not, I could have got into so much trouble. And clearly, reading in English is such an important skill. Hi everyone, my name is Chris MJ, and today we are learning Bahasa Inggeris, focusing on the topic of beware, on reading. That's right, but before we proceed any further, I would like to remind everyone at home to beware of COVID-19. And how we can do this is always practicing our SOPs. Number one, wear your mask every time you go out, from the top of your nose to the bottom of your chin, okay? Number two, always use hand sanitizers. And last but not least, make sure you practice social distancing of not less than 1 meter. Oh, one more thing. Now that everything is slowly opening up, make sure your My Sejahtera app is always updated. All right, so are you excited for today's class? Beware, right? But before we get to today's class, let's get to know today's teacher. Hi everyone, we are back here with Miss Sim all the way from SMJK Yok Kwan Sekinchan. Hi Miss Sim, you're looking very nice today.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good.
Good. And by the way, I just want to ask you, so Miss Sim, how long have you been teaching English?
7 years.
7 years. Wow, that is very amazing. Now Miss Sim, earlier we saw beware, right? Today's topic. But so maybe you want to share with us what is our focus for the students watching today, for the pupils as well.
All right. Okay. So today we are going to focus on reading skill. Beware is just the topic of our lessons today.
Okay.
So we are also focusing on the SPM format for paper 1.
Okay.
And for part 4, gapted text.
SPM paper 1, part 4.
Yeah.
Miss Sim, earlier I was mentioning as well, we have to beware of the virus, COVID-19.
Right.
So to do that, I do have hand sanitizer here. So could I invite you over to this table to apply some hand sanitizer first? Okay. And I should apply some as well. Okay. Now, Miss Sim, you know, a classroom is not complete without classmates, am I right?
Right.
So I do have some friends on Google Meet joining me for today's lesson as well. Can we say hi to them? Hi, everyone. Let's welcome them to the class.
Hi.
All right. So good to see all of you today. Now, let's get to know them, okay? Maybe you can introduce your name as well as your ambition. Okay, who would like to start first? Maybe I would like to go with Wen Feng. Hi, Wen Feng.
Hi, my name is Kong Wen Feng. My ambition is to be an engineer.
Wow, engineer. Amazing. Thank you, Wen Feng. It's nice to meet you. And next, I would like to get to know Cai Yan. Hi, Cai Yan.
Hi, my name is Cai Yan. My ambition is to become a teacher.
Wow, become a teacher. Miss Sim, I think you have inspired her as well. Okay, and next, I would like to get to know Jun Yu. Hi, Jun Yu.
Hi, I'm Hua Jun Yu. My ambition is would like to be an engineer also.
Okay, and next, could we get to know Tuning? And also, I can't really hear you clearly, so make sure your mic is close to your mouth, okay? Just so I can hear you clearly lah. All right, Tuning, how are you?
Hi everyone, my name is Chuling. My ambition is want to be a doctor.
Want to be a doctor. Okay, very nice. And next, I would like to get to know Eden. Hi, Eden.
Hi everyone, my name is Eden. My ambition is to be a baker.
To be a baker. Wow, I'm getting very hungry already. And last but not least, I would like to get to know Yan Bin. Hi, Yan Bin. How are you?
Hi, my name is Tan Bin, and my ambition is to be a chef.
A chef. Oh, I'm getting more hungry now, teacher. Okay, so is everyone ready? Like even if you're watching at home or my friends on Google Meets, are you ready for today's class? Give me a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up. Okay. Right. Okay, a bit slow lah. Okay, no worries. Everyone is ready. But okay, I'm still a bit, warming up.
Right.
So how about we take a short break, teacher? Is that okay?
Yes,
And for those of you watching at home, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on today's English lesson here on Sukses SPM 2021.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Sukses SPM 2021. You're watching with me, Chris MJ. And for today, we are learning Bahasa Inggeris on the topic of beware. That's right, we are focusing on reading for today. So earlier, Miss Sim already shared with us, what is our focus for today, what are we going to learn today. But before that, I would also like to get to know some opinions from some of our SPM candidates watching right now, as well on Google Meets. So maybe I'd like to ask, let's see, Tuning. Maybe you'd like to share your opinion on today's topic? Go ahead.
I'm always confused when I need to choose the most suitable one for my answer. I really need to brush out my skill so that each time I am able to select the correct one.
Yeah, she's talking about, reading the question properly so that she can really choose the best answer, right? Okay, next, I would like to ask Jia. What about you? What do you think of today's topic? Okay, Jia. Suddenly your camera already. Okay, all right. Okay, never mind. While we wait for Jai to fix her camera, no worries. We get...
Okay.
Oh, can. Okay. All right. Nice. Go ahead, Jai.
Normally, when answering questions like the missing sentences, I'm not so sure which sentence is for which gap. So I really need some skill to help me to identify the missing sentence.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much, Jai, for sharing your opinion. And last but not least, I would like to ask Jun Yu. How about you?
I think this topic is quite interesting because it's all talking about the tricks used by some retailer. So my learning about that, we can avoid falling into the trap.
All right. Thank you so much to all the pupils who shared your opinions. Now, are we ready? So everyone's ready. The pupils are ready. I'm ready. I'm sure everyone watching at home is ready as well. So Miss Sim, shall we start today's lesson?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, over to you.
To look. All right, so like I said, today's topic will be beware, and we are going to talk about SPM reading. Okay? So first, you can also refer to your textbook, your Form 4 textbook. This is on Module 3. Okay, we are going to look at reading 3B. So the topic is beware, and then we are also we'll look into paper 1, part 4, which is gap text, where we have those missing sentences and we have to select the right one. Okay, so let's move on. So you may refer to page 44 and 45, and our main focus, of course, is reading, but also some speaking skill. Okay. So the theme for today, we're going to talk about the theme and then the learning standard and then the language focus. So first, the theme for today is consumerism and financial awareness. Yeah. And for the learning standards, we are going to focus on two things. First, to recognize with support the typical features at word, sentence, and text levels of an increased range of genres. And the second one, guess the meaning of unfamiliar words from clues provided by other words and by context on a wide range of familiar topics.
Okay.
And then for the language focus, we are going to focus on persuasive language, the result of actions, words and phrases connected to retail and shops.
Okay.
So let's move on. So for the learning objectives of today, we are going to focus on three things. All right, so let's look at the first one. To understand a text without paying attention to the missing sentences. Means we do not want to focus on the missing sentences yet. And then second, we are going to guess the meaning of unfamiliar words, okay, by looking at the clues that we have. And the last ones will be to fill each gap with a correct sentence. All right, so next, before we start, okay, so yeah, because today's topics we are going to talk about the retailer's tricks. So I have warm-up questions here that I would like to ask the students online here. And maybe Chris can answer as well.
Sure. I'll try my best.
All right, so let's see what is the questions. All right, so the question is, do you think that retailers influence how much you spend while shopping? What kind of tricks do they commonly use?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
How about we ask some of our friends online?
So let's ask our students first.
Yep.
Okay. So any volunteers? Anyone would like to answer this?
Yeah. Okay. I saw Yan Bin putting up his hand.
Is it? Yan Bing?
Go ahead, Yan Bin.
Yeah. Of course, I think some retailer will use some brainwashing slogan as they can deepen the customer's impression of the. Some of them even may even get motivated.
Okay, the slogans. Okay, all right. How about let's have Yan Bin?
Oh, Yan
sorry.
Bin just answered.
Wen Feng?
Wen Feng.
Yes, I do think they influence our shopping. Some retailer manage to create creative song to brainwash customer so that customer can buy a product to let them remember their brand or slogan.
Okay.
Like the slogan, right? A
Yeah,
very catchy
almost
phrase.
the same, right? This is the song one. Okay. How about another one? Eden, maybe?
Yeah, Eden.
Yes, I think they certainly do. Some retail will design a wonderful poster for their product, make you want to buy more, and ultimately make you think it is better than others.
All right, poster,
True.
right?
Posters.
Wonderful poster.
I think
Okay.
one more is also they always give you this phrase, last five in stock, so you make you feel like, oh wow, this is
Yes,
limited
we
edition,
must
right? I have to
fight.
faster buy.
Yes.
So that is one thing I will be seeing as well.
Right, the last stock already, right? Okay, cool. So next, let's look at these advertisements.
Ooh.
Does it sound like interesting or is it attract your attentions? So let's look at the features, okay, and the pictures maybe. So I would like to ask one student, okay, so which part that you find interesting or it attracts you the most, right? It attracts your attentions. Okay, anyone would like to try on this?
How about we ask Junyu?
Yeah, teacher. I can see that there is 30% off.
All right, so you think it's the 30% off, is it? Okay, yeah. All right, how about another one? Let's have this. Okay, so if you look at this, this is the laser cosmos, and then we have the product here, right? And then the features. Okay, so which are the things, or just give me one thing that attracts your attention. Anyone would like to try?
Let's go, let's ask Jai. Jai, what attracts your attention to this?
I find that the funky star shape is quite attractive.
All right, the star shape, is it? Okay, cool. All right, so you see like how the advertisement may sometimes attract our attentions, and then let us like, we will pay more attention to it and try to like maybe want to buy it. So this is one question that maybe for those audience in front of the TV or the students, they can try as well. So what is the most common trick used to get shoppers spending? Right, the most common one. That just now we mentioned a little bit like we have pictures, slogans, songs, like that, right?
Yeah.
So what is the most common one?
Well, what do you all think, if you're watching at home, what is the most common trick that businesses use to get shoppers spending? That's a good question.
Maybe you can ask two students to answer this, yes?
Who haven't answered yet? Maybe Wen Feng?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Junyi want.
Oh.
Junyi want to try, is it?
Okay, go ahead, Junyu.
Junyi, come.
This is the beautiful picture.
The beautiful picture.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, right. Okay, how about another one?
Yeah.
Tuning, is it?
I want to try.
Okay.
I think the answer is smell.
Smell?
Smell, I've
So
never...
do you
wow.
think it's picture or smell?
I think picture lah, teacher. I
Picture,
feel,
right?
Yeah.
For you think picture
For
will
me, I
attract
feel
you
it's
most,
picture,
right?
Because it's like, you see, but what's the answer?
But the answer is smell. Because sometimes smells will like attract us. You know, when you smell the maybe fried chicken or what, you get very hungry,
wow.
you know, like the nasi lemak. when you walk past and then you
Yeah.
smell it and
Now
then it's
you're
like, oh, I
making me
really
hungry."
want to eat it. Yes. Okay, so next, let's have a look at the contents.
Okay.
So today we're going to look at the text and understand it without looking at the missing sentences, okay? So we're going to use this reading text, which is on your textbook as well, okay? So I just get it from your textbook. So let's look at this reading text without paying attention to the missing sentences, okay? So let's see. If you scan through this, and I want you to, I would like you to get the context meaning of it and what is the purpose of the text. Okay,
Okay.
what are they going to talk about in
Right.
this?
So let's everyone watching at home, you can try it as well. So read through the text that Miss Sim just gave us, and later on we also know what is the context of the text, right?
Right.
So Miss Sim, this is for part 4, is it? Paper
Yes,
1.
yes,
Paper 1, part 4.
in their SPM reading
In SPM.
paper.
I mean, when I was doing SPM, I don't remember doing this actually. Yeah.
Yes, because this is a new format.
Ah,
yes.
okay.
So that's why we have a little changes for this. So this is another one. They tend to tally with PT3 and then also more exams,
I see.
so that it will be aligned with the CFR.
Okay, understood.
Okay, so let's just ask the students,
Sure.
right? So what is the purpose of the text? You have 4 choices here. So the first one, to advise people about how to make the most of their shopping trips. And the second one, to inform people about the best places to shop. C, to advise people that they should be more careful when they are shopping. And D, to warn people of the dangers that are involved when shopping. Okay, so which one do you think is the answer? Anyone would like to try on this?
Yep, if you'd like to try, you can raise your hands.
Teacher,
Yes?
Oh, okay.
my
Jai.
answer is C.
C?
Advise people that they should be more careful when they are shopping. This is because in the text they mention some common tricks used by the retailers in supermarket or shopping malls.
Oh, I see. Okay, because they mentions about the common tricks, right? Yes, so to advise people that they should be more careful. Okay, good. So you get it, although you do not find the missing sentences yet, but you can actually guess the purpose of the text overall. So nouns, let's guess, okay, the highlighted words from
Okay.
this, right? We have these highlighted words. If you can see, we have retaliate, starving, hours, promote, maximum, trolley, complicated, and escalators. Okay, and then there are add meanings here for you to choose. Okay, number 1, we have difficult to understand. 2, a basket on wheels. 3, a person or business that sell goods. 4, increase the sales or popularity of something. 5, a space for walking between 2 rows of shelves or seats. 6, moving stars. 7, the greatest that is possible. And 8, feeling very hungry. Okay, so I would like you to guess which highlighted words is for which meaning, okay? They match with which one. Okay, so for example, let's start with the first one. Difficult to understand, all right? So if difficult to understand, if you look at the words here, right? The one that sounds like logical to you, right, is complicated, right?
Complicated, yeah.
Right. How about the second one? Chris, do you want to try on this?
Yes.
A basket on wheels.
A basket on wheels. So I think the word would be trolley. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. The word says
Okay.
trolley, right? A basket
Nice.
on wheels. Yes. Okay. So good. And let's have our pupils here to try on questions number 3 until number 8, right? Okay, let's have the number 3 one.
Okay.
A person's or business that sells goods.
Let's
All
ask
right. Anyone?
Eden. What about Eden? Yeah.
I think the answer is retailers.
Retailer? Are you sure? Okay, let's see.
Eden is like, yes, teacher, I think so.
All right, yes,
Nice.
retailer, right?
Good job.
Okay, number 4, increase the sales or popularity of something. What is the answer? Anyone?
Okay, we ask Jai. Number 4.
Teacher, my answer is promote.
Promote. You want to increase the sales, right? You want to promote it. Okay, let's see whether it's correct or not. Yes.
Ding, ding, ding. Nice. Good job,
Good
Jai.
job. All right, and then number 5, a space for walking. What is this would be?
Space for walking between
Yes,
two rows
between
of
two
shelves
rows
or
of
seats.
shelves or seats. Anyone?
Okay, what about Wen Feng?
Wenfang?
I think it's else.
The aisles? Is it? Let's see. Yes,
aisle,
the
right,
aisles,
right.
right? Okay. And number 6, the moving stairs.
Moving
We
stairs.
have the stairs that
No,
are moving.
in Harry Potter, there are moving stairs as well, by the way.
Right.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
ask Tuning.
I think the answer is escalator.
Escalator, yeah, it sounds logical, right? Escalator. Number 7, the greatest that is possible.
Okay, let's ask Yan Bin. Yeah, Yan Bin very quiet from just
think
now.
whatever is maximum.
What? The answer is maximum, is it?
maximum,
Yes,
correct.
the greatest that is possible, right? Maximum. Let's see.
All right.
Okay, right. And the last one, feeling very hungry.
Oh, this is me right now. Okay,
Right.
who was the got chef and baker right inside
Yeah.
here. So who haven't answered yet? Anyone?
Anyone? Oh, Junior, right?
Junior. Okay.
I think the answer should be starving.
Starving, right? When we say like super hungry, then we will say starving. Yes, it's
Yes.
on here. Yes.
Okay.
Starving.
Starving. Yeah, Miss Sim. Actually, on that note, I'm actually pretty starving. So could we take a short break so that we can
Yes.
go and grab a snack and come back?
Yeah, sure.
So for those of you at home as well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, focusing on reading for Bahasa Inggeris today here on Sukses SPM 2021.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Sukses SPM 2021, and today we are focusing on the subject of Bahasa Inggeris, mainly focusing on reading skills with today's topic, beware. Yeah, so earlier before the break, the theme for today is financial awareness and
Yes.
consumerism, and we also got a text from the textbook to understand the context of it. Even though there's missing sentences, but can we still understand the text? So, I would like to first, before we proceed with the class, Miss Sim, I want to ask my friends online as well as watching at home, are we ready to proceed for today's class? If you're ready, give me a big smile. I'm smiling also, by the way, you just can't see, it's behind the mask. Yes, that's the biggest smile I've ever seen. Okay, Miss Sim, so what are we doing next?
All right, okay. The next one that we are going to focus is we are looking more details into this SPM format,
Oh, okay.
which is part 4. Okay, gap text, where we have 6 questions, we have 8 choices, and 2 extras that you do not need to use it.
All
It
right.
just want to get you more
familiar.
or you have more choices to choose from.
Understood.
They want to make it a little bit harder for you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the tips for this. So first, number 1, okay, you have to read the whole text first in order to get an overall idea. That means you do not need to care for the missing sentences.
Okay.
You just have to scan through the text like just now what we did.
Understood.
To get the purpose of the text. What is it all about? Okay? And then for the second one, okay, you have to carefully read the sentences before and after each gaps, and also the given sentences A to H, okay? So that means you have to look at the missing sentences, and also you have to refer to each questions, the before and after each gap, so that you can get a rough idea about what is it all about.
Okay.
Okay, and then next for number 3, you have to look for the clues in both the text as well as the given sentences. For example, like, is there anything connected to each other? Okay, is there any connections or any relations? And next, we are looking at the reference items. Like, for example, it, they, this, there, or maybe the subject of it, so that we know that they're actually referred to the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one, we are going to make sure our correct options must be always logical, as well as have to be grammatically correct, so that it fits the gap.
There you go, pupils at home. Remember to take a picture of this, the tips for you to actually excel in this reading segment.
All right, okay. So next, let's have this. Okay, we have the same questions,
Okay.
all right, and the same reading text, and this is from your textbooks, okay? And normally in the SPM questions, they will ask you something like this, all right? So for example, you're going to read an article about retailers' traits. 6 sentences have been removed from the article. Choose from the sentences A to H the one which fits each gap. There are 2 extra sentences which you do not need to use. All right. Okay, so next. For example, you have A to H. We have these add choices. Okay, we have many shops use carpets to slow your speed. The way that products are displayed also plays a very important role. Retailers are playing with your mind. Retailers have been using different techniques to increase their sales for years. This is why in food shops, major items such as bread and milk are placed at the back. However, customers tend to buy more than what they need. G, we have this is not by accident. And the last one, many customers will prefer to shop online.
Okay.
So you have to look for the keywords. For example, A, they talk about the carpets. And B, they talk about how they are being displayed is very important. C, they play with your mind. D, different techniques. E, we have these food shops, major items. And then F, we have tend to buy more. G, not by accidents. And the last one, shop online. So
Okay.
you can know what is the relations in between if you know the keywords.
Okay.
Okay, so next, let's look at the first missing sentence. Okay, so if you look at this first missing sentence, all right, have you ever wandered into a shop with a list of a few things only to come up with twice as much stuff? There is a reason for this, and there were. So the relations is there is a reason for this, okay, and they were. So this missing sentence has to fit, okay, in between these two.
Okay.
Right, and it is a reason for it. So maybe we can ask the pupils here to try on this, see what is his or her answer, and let's try whether they get it correctly or not.
Who should we ask first?
The first one. Anyone
Who
would
would
like
like
to
to kick us off?
volunteer?
Okay, I will ask Eden lah.
Eden?
Teacher, I want to say.
Yes?
I think the answer is D. It is because when I read all the possible options, I think this answer best suits the missing sentence as it is the reason for people shopping twice.
It is the reason for people shopping twice. Your answer is D, is it? D. Retailers have been using different techniques to increase their sales for years, right? Okay, so yes, because why? When they talk about different techniques, this is the reason why, okay, they can come up with twice as much as they want to buy, right? Okay, so the answer is D.
All right, good job, Eden.
Good job. Next, let's try on this, the second missing sentence.
Okay.
And this is very special because the second missing sentence is in front.
It's in front.
Right,
okay.
so you couldn't have like something in front for you to,
Yes, to
as a
refer.
reference,
Okay.
right, to refer to. So you have to look at the sentence that after it and maybe the overall idea. Okay, normally for the first sentence, it will be your main topic or your topic sentence.
Okay.
Yeah, so and the one that after it, will be the explanations or example. So for example here, more popular items are usually in the middle of aisles so that you have to walk further, past more products to reach them. Okay, it talks about how they are being displayed so that you have to pass more products in order to reach them.
Okay.
So just now we also mentioned about how the things are displayed, maybe sometimes at the back of it so that you have to go further to reach out to that, right?
Yep.
So maybe we can have another pupils to try on this.
Sure. Who
Anyone?
would like to give it a shot? So maybe you can, once you give your answer, you can
Right.
read your answer together with the next sentence. Just so we can
Yes.
see how it fits in.
Yes. So you give me the answer
Okay.
and then you read the sentence as well,
Sure.
yeah? So that we will get to know your answer.
Let's go with Wen Feng. What do you think of this one?
I think it's B because it mentioned how the product are displayed.
All right, Wen Feng, do you want to read your answer together with the next sentence?
read it.
You just read
Just
B,
read it through.
and then you fit it in. Yeah.
Just read it.
Oh, can you see the slide?
Oh, is it too
I
small?
cannot.
Okay, never mind, never mind. So let me read it for Winfeng. The way that products are displayed also plays a very important role. More popular items are usually in the middle of the aisle so that you have to walk further. Oh, okay. Sounds like it fits. Is that the correct answer?
Right. Yes. The answer is actually B.
Yay! Good job,
Yeah.
Winfeng.
Okay. All right. Next, let's have the third missing sentence. Okay. So the third missing sentence, if you can see here, right? Have you ever noticed that certain shelves in shops look untidy, as if customers have been moving everything around? You may think that people would be put off by this, but retailers often make areas look untidy so that customers believe they are looking at reduced price products or a very popular promotions. Okay, so this one, it seems like when we look at it, okay, it sounds like the things are quite messy or try to let people have an idea that it is a reduced product, right? Reduced price product.
Okay.
So, anyone would like to try on this? What do you think would this be? Yes?
Should I try?
Okay, yes, go on.
I think the answer maybe is G, because the other option do not seem right at all to me.
Do seem right at all to you, right?
Process
What
of
is G?
elimination. That's nice one,
Right.
Yanbin. So it's G.
This is not by accident, is it? Yeah, that is the only one that fits for him, right?
Okay.
Okay, yes, actually the answer is G.
Nice.
Because when we talk about, you see how untidy it looks, it is actually not an accident because, sometimes they want to make it look like it is a reduced price product.
I see, okay.
Yes. Okay, so it makes sense. All right, next, let's have the fourth missing sentence. All right, if you look at this fourth missing sentence, we talk about, at first we talk about the flows, right? The flows that are designed, that design can make you spend more, and then it sounds as if your trolley is moving fast. So this one I never know that they have the tiles in the ads.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, with the expensive items are smaller than the other one. Okay, so another, they talk about other shops remove windows so that you have less connections with the outside world and are more likely to spend more time shopping. Yeah, I think so. I can spend hours in the shopping mall, right? And you didn't realize already?
It's at night already.
Yes. Okay, so what is the answer for number 4? If you look at, they talk about the flows, they talk about the windows. Okay, so anyone would like to try this?
All right, who would like to
Teacher,
try?
may I try?
Okay, Jai.
Oh,
go
Jai,
ahead.
okay.
Teacher, I think it is A because the sentence A has the word carpet.
The sentence A has the word carpets, so it sounds like you have the flows, you have the carpets, and then you have the windows, is it? They have the similar items, like many shops use carpets to slow your speed. Okay, yeah. So once we talk about the flows, and then you can see it that all of these are the examples, like how they want the customer to shop more.
Yeah.
So first the flows, and then they talk about the carpet to slow down your speed, and also the windows. So they're actually the similar examples.
Right.
Okay.
And I like how Jai also highlighted the keywords from the
carpets.
previous sentence and the sentence after, right? So that's how she got the answer.
Yes. Okay, so the answer is A.
Nice.
All right, next. Okay, the fifth missing sentence. All right, if you look at this, retailers would quickly go out of business if we walk straight in, bought what we needed, and walk straight out again, right? Okay, and then you talk about something. There is a missing sentence.
Yeah.
Similarly, includes shops, fitting rooms, and cash desks are usually far from the entrance. Okay?
Yep.
So you have this word similarly, right? So yeah, what kind of sentence can fit into this so that you have a similar example, maybe?
Yeah. And it looks like the keyword here is similarly.
Yes.
So meaning we can actually think about
The similar example.
Yeah, a synonym, a similar
Right.
meaning to the sentence. So who
Yes.
would like to try to answer this? Who haven't tried yet?
Sure.
Junyu.
Okay.
I think the answer is E. This is why in food shop, major terms such as bread and milk are placed at the back. I think as is mentioned similarly, which I guess the sentence E is also another similar example.
Yes, great, good, very good. He mentions that this example is also similar. For example, we have the closed shops, and then we have the fitting room and the cash desk that is very far from the entrance. Same like if we have the food shops, and the major items such as bread and milk are placed at the back. Yeah, so they are similar, right?
Okay.
Good. Okay, and the last one. 6 missing sentence.
Okay.
Okay. This one is very, same like the questions number 2 is very special as well because it's in front.
Okay.
And then at the back you only have one sentence, no more.
Oh no.
Okay, so if you look at this, and it is also the last paragraph, normally it refers to the conclusions, right? Okay, so and you only have one sentence to refer to, like, don't let them get away with it. So what do you think? Which sentence will fit this? Because it also, maybe it will have some, you need to find some sentence, okay, that can conclude everything, maybe, because it's in the conclusions. Okay, so anyone would like to try on this?
Yeah, I think tuning haven't
Is
tried,
it
right?
tuning?
Okay, tuning.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I think the answer is C because this sentence is suitable to make a conclusion at the end of it.
Is it C? Retailers are playing with your mind. Don't let them get away with it. Right, it sounds like the conclusion, is it? Because if you look at this display, we have been using it, and then KPS will use it as well.
Yep.
And then the different technique, we use it in the intro. This one we have used it.
Yep.
And then not by accident we use it. We only have these 3 options. If you look at F, customers tend to buy more than what they need. And H, many customers will prefer to shop online. There's nothing to do with shopping online in this reading text, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So that is
so
not
this is
relevant
totally
at all.
out. Yes.
Wow.
And then tend to buy more than what they need, and then don't let them get away with it. It doesn't fit into this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the answer is definitely only C.
Nice. Let's give
Yes.
a big round of applause for all the pupils who tried this example.
right.
So, Miss Sim, we just did paper 1, part 4, get
Yes.
text, right?
Right.
So, and you also shared some tips as well. So, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this here on Success SPM 2021.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hi everyone, you're watching Success SPM 2021 with me, Chris MJ, and as well as Miss Sim. And for today, we are learning Bahasa Inggeris together, focusing on reading. Yeah? And previously, just before the break, we just did some examples of paper 1, part 4, which is gap text, which is the missing sentence, how to fit in the suitable sentence before and after. But looks like we are for the final block. We still have some things going on with Miss Sim, but hold on, before that, I would like to ask my friends watching online as well as at home, are we ready to proceed? If you're ready, give me a thumbs up with a big smile. Okay. Ayo, no, don't have. Hey, give me a thumbs up and a big smile if you're ready to proceed. Okay, like everyone still warming up a bit. All right, Miss Sim. So maybe before we wrap up today's lesson, would you like to share with everyone watching at home some tips or even a summary of today's topic, reading?
Okay, so for the summary of today, right?
Okay.
Okay, the summary of today, the first one, like just now, we have talked about the missing sentences. We'll keep on talking about the missing sentences. So the first thing is you really have to understand the reading text without paying much attention to the missing sentences first. Okay, that is to get the overall idea of the reading text. This is very important so that you know what you are going to find.
Understand.
All right? And for the second one, you need to guess the meaning of the unfamiliar words by referring to the context meaning of the whole paragraph. Or maybe you can find some clues if you have some words that you do not really understand. Okay. So that you have a rough idea as well, like what you are going to find.
All right.
And the last one, fill each gap with a correct sentence. Like how to fill each gap with a correct sentence is the one that just now I mentioned in the tips. Okay, and it's also if you can look through and read through your textbook, you will also find there is a lot of practices that talks about how to find the correct sentences to fill each gap.
Miss Sim, you mentioned tips, so maybe for those friends who just joined in and they missed the earlier part of the lesson for the tips, maybe you want to share with us again what are these tips?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's look at the tips.
Okay.
Right? And I have highlighted the keywords for them. Right, so for the first one, read the whole text in order to get an overall idea. Okay, so you really have to get the overall idea first. Secondly, you have to carefully read through the sentences before and after each gap. And also the given sentences A to H. That means you really have to understand the meaning of each sentence in A until H.
Miss Sim, I have a question. For tip number 2, sometimes we don't have a sentence before, right?
Like just now,
so
right?
So what do the pupils need to do in this case?
Okay, so for example, if let's say it falls into the first sentence, or it falls into the last sentence where you don't have the sentence after it, right? You need to refer to the overall, the whole paragraph to get to know. Yes, to get to know the overall idea of it. Okay, and for questions number for the tips number 3. Okay, so look for the clues in both the text and the given sentences. So you have to look for the clues, for example, like the reference, the subject, and then any connections in between them. So those are the clues that you have to find, and the keywords as well.
I see. Like, is this similar to the earlier example when they had similarly? So is this a sort of clue for us to know?
Yes, that is the keywords for it. Yeah. And for tips number 4, pay attention to reference items, like I said just now, and identify what they refer to. Okay, so maybe the previous sentence that mentions about one subject. Okay, for example, that mentions about the school. Then you have to find the next sentence that is related to the school as well. Right? That is related to the reference items. And the last tips is the correct options must be logically fits the meaning, the overall meanings, and also grammatically correct. So that if you look at the sentences, for example, the whole paragraph, they talk about a story, which we always use past tense when we talk about a story. And if your choice there, you have one sentence which is in present tense, so that may not be the answer.
I see. Okay. All right. So for those pupils watching at home and even on Google Meets, maybe you want to take a picture of these tips so that you can use it for your studies or even revision. And but yeah, so Miss Sim, are we actually what's next for today?
Okay. So this is want to ask our pupils here. Okay, what have they learned today?
Okay, but before we ask our friends on Google Meets, I would like to also ask for those watching at home, what have you learned today? Yeah, interesting. It's a very good question because at the end of every lesson, the important thing is whether we have met the objective, correct?
Right, we need to check for their understanding.
So so let's go to our friends, your students on Google Meets as well. So maybe I'd like to ask Tuning first. What did you learn today?
In this lesson, I have learned a lot of vocabulary and how the retailers use some methods to attract the customers.
Very nice, Tuning. And Miss Sim, Tuning didn't just learn about reading, but she also learned about the theme for today, which is consumerism and financial awareness. Very nice. Next, I would like to ask Junyu, what did you learn today?
Today, I learned how to avoid the retailer sell tricks and how to identify the missing sentence.
Also those two, yes.
Yep, very nice, Junyu. And how about next? We ask Cai Yan.
After this lesson, it lets me have more understanding on how to answer this kind of question more correctly.
Like just before this, she mentions about she find it difficult to answer missing sentences, right?
Yes, she did. And looks like she has improved and learned something new today as well to further answer the gapped text question. Nice one, Cai. And next, I would like to ask Yan Bin. What did you learn today?
Yeah. In this lesson, I've learned some of the sales tricks and the meaning of the unfamiliar words.
Okay,
Alright.
the vocab.
Yeah, a lot of vocabulary as well. Like earlier we
Right.
had complicated, the
Yes.
meaning as well. And next, Eden, what did you learn today?
After this lesson, I have learned about the skill for finding missing sentence.
The skill to
Skill
find
finding
the
missing
missing
sentence.
sentence, yeah. And last but not least is Wen Feng, right?
In this lesson, I learned a lot of vocabulary and I can also use them in my essay writing.
There you go. Looks like all 6 of our students here have learned something new today as well from today's lesson. So thank you so
Right.
much, Miss Sim. I'm
Yes.
very sure everyone watching at home also learned so much today. I mean, I
Yes.
did as well. So thanks so much, Miss Sim, once again for today's class. And also to all our friends watching and on Google Meets from SMJK Yok Kwan. It's so good meeting you today. And we'll see each other again soon on Sukses SPM 2021. Bye for now. Bye.
Didik TV KPM